So take a look at this. If I'm not wrong, this is a killifish. Wow, look at the amount of betas they have here. It's like rows and rows and rows of beta fish. And then how can you go to a freshwater place without looking at some Asian arowanas? And lastly, take a look at this funny looking, really huge catfish. So we are back for another LFS tour, and today we are actually going down to Nanyang Aquarium. So I've actually been in this area a couple of times but never really been into Nanyang before, so I'm just going to go straight to the back where the livestock is. So just a little glance on the area here. There's like rows and rows and rows of fish. There's like plants, there's inverts, there's so many things to see. So let's start from the furthest row and then we shall slowly walk down the area, shall we? First up, we have this. I think this is the only first time where I'm actually seeing a lot of killifish. This is one place where I've never seen such a huge collection of killifish for sale. So for those guys who don't know what's killifish, right? These guys are like one of the pretty much famous hobby trade fish. These guys are really similar to their pistols and the betas. They are like being kept pairs, they breed and stuff like that. Very similar way of caring for them, but I'm not going to comment much because I'm not really an expert about them. I kind of like them, but then never really had a chance to really keep a very nice pair of killies. Aside from killies, they have like a huge collection of betas. Because I said in my previous video at Tianhu, they have like a huge beta section, right? In Nanyang, they also do have this huge areas of all different types of betas. Aside from betas, there's like critters here and there. I found crabs though, just in front of the beta section here, but not a fan of them, so I'm going to skip and I'm going to show you what I'm actually here for, which is this guy. I wanted to get very small nano fishes for a couple of my tanks, so a friend of mine told me to why not go to Nanyang, and really Nanyang has like so many things to see. So one of them is the rasboras, the chili or the mosquito rasboras. There's one fish that I want to get. These guys have it here, which pricing wise is really good though. These guys are like going for, if I'm not wrong, they're like 50 pieces for 20 bucks, so good, really good price. If you're looking for nano fishes, right, rasboras, huge quantity, right, come here. It's really a bang for a buck. So I've scooped up 50 myself as well. Aside from that, there's mosquito rasboras as well. These guys here, yes, in video they look very pale, washed out, right? But for rasboras, when you give them some TLC, when they really color up, the colors of them is really looking good. Mine currently right now looks solid red. Don't know because of food or what, but yeah, it's looking really nice now. Aside from that, they have like different types of swordtails as well. I've never actually noticed that swordtails have so many different variants. 1 tail, 2 tail, 3 tails, like crazy amount of them though. So beside that, they have huge tetras. These guys are the if I'm not wrong, these are the yellow Congos. No idea, yellow Congos or yellow tetra, cannot remember the name of them. Don't think this is the name. I'm not very good with my Chinese again, but I don't think this is the name for this variety. Should be the one beside, which is the yellow Congo. Really nice fish, but then I will show you something even nicer and something that I highly recommend if you have a very big tank at home, which is the Congo Tetra. These guys here, if you are freaking rich, you have like huge tank at home, I'm talking about like 8 feet, 10 feet, you do a nice Amazon scape. Get a lot of them, put in your tank. These guys will shimmer the hell out of everything. It's beautiful though. Look at the fins on them, the flowy fins, the pinkish, the color, the luminescence on them just glow as they move. Just imagine 100 of them under LED lights. They're just going to shimmer the whole tank and it's just going to look so damn good. I'm pretty jealous. If I have a very big 10 feet tank, right, I would definitely get like a lot of these guys. Moving on, there is another section, another row of just a whole entire stretch, entire aisle of guppies. So many guppies though that I have really no idea that guppies have so many different varieties. A lot of different kinds, but these are more of the common guppies that you guys can find. They're not the very high-end ones. if you're looking for the collector guppies, right, they have like in individual bags right in front, which I will show it to you later. Aside from that, right across it, a couple more like danios and other stuff. The more hobbies, colorful collection kind of fish. But then move over to what I'm killing to see, right? It's the thing that really got me in the freshwater hobby, which is the Asian Arowanas. Every freshwater store will have like huge selection of Arowanas. Nanyang do have their little small owl here with a lot of different kinds as well. They have like the RTG, they have a couple of this really interesting one, the Lotus Golden Blue Crossback. I believe different stores, they have different names for their Arowanas. It's like how we name corals as well. These guys here, Lotus Blue, but I believe they are still a blue-based crossback Asian Arowana. For all of my US friends out there who are looking at this right now, yeah, we actually have a lot of Asian Arowanas here, and pricing wise, you guys can see it's not really that expensive. Crossbacks are usually pretty much affordable. Next up, I remember I asked a question on the last video on what's the difference between like a number 2 and a Banja rate, right? Actually, a friend of mine who's an expert actually did clarify to me this, that they are pretty much the same. 1.5, 2, they are still the subpar rates. So if you're looking for a really good red arowana, right, still go for the quality ones like the chili or the blood rates. Even the chili and the blood rates, right, they do have their difference as well. If I'm not wrong, the tail fan is a bit different as well. The chili tends to be a bit longer, slimmer, while the blood rates tend to be a bit broader. So a lot of study though at Asian Arowana, so pretty interesting. Really, it's one fish that really catches my attention. So aside from that, right, I've seen this fish over and over again, which is this guys over here, the blue jack dempseys. I did mention that I wanted to get them. I really like them though, but I've never really had a tank for them. But everywhere I go, they somehow appear again. So it's a sign, it's not a sign that I should get them or not, but I really don't have a space for them right now. So as usual, I'm going to give this a skip and I am moving on. Aside from that, couple of rams, a lot more smaller schooling fishes here and there. Just right below here, right, there's this section of really interesting stuff. They have like the inverts of the crustacean area. They have like shrimps in one tank. These guys are like the freshwater, the large claw kinds. Right below it, right, or right opposite it, there's like the crayfish section. Crayfish, it's pretty big in the freshwater hobby, I would say so. There's a lot of different types like the cows and stuff like that, but these guys are the more common varieties. This one, I kind of like this. I'm always a big fan of. I'm just a very whiteys person, so everything that whites just somehow catches my attention. So I kind of like this guy here. These are the electric blues. Not the really good electric blues. I've seen way better electric blues, but if you just want a simple pet, a simple crayfish, right, this is one color that is pretty nice. The red ones, I'm not really a fan of them because every time I see them, right, it just makes me think of Boston lobster, which kind of make me really hungry. So nope, I'm not going to get this, guys. But this is one thing that I want to show you guys next, which is the golden archerfish. So for those guys who do not know, right, archers actually have like a lot of different varieties as well. You always only heard there's archerfish, but there's like a couple of different species going on. Golden archers is like really by far one of the favorites. Like I mentioned earlier, right, if I have the Amazon team, right, this is one fish that I will get as well with the Congo Tetras. They just look so good. If you have like a huge Amazon monster tank, these guys just look so beautiful. The marking on them is just crazy looking, and they're just really really pretty looking fish. These two over here, this is like the section I mentioned earlier where they have like the show guppies. The more expensive, more exquisite stuff can be found here. They are usually individually packed. Pricing wise are slightly a bit higher, but if you're looking for more of the higher, rarer end stuff, this is one place that you should go for. There are a couple of really nice other types of small little nano fishes here, which is kind of really interesting. Aside from that, they have like the show guppies, which I'll show you right now. Yeah, they call it grade A guppies though, but yeah, they have like individual name for all the different collector kind of guppies, which is really nice. I think it's like same like how we keep corals as well. We have names for them. Even for guppies, they do have it as well. So it's kind of really interesting to see them all being individually packed, like male, female in individual bags. Last row, as it's part of the shrimp row, Nanyang actually have quite a lot of collection of freshwater shrimps. I do see something that I really like here, which is a classic. It's a classic among all shrimps, which is the crystal red shrimps. apparently though, the quality of the crystal red shrimps are really good. Like, I've never expect like a store that is so widely diverse to have very good quality crystal red shrimps. These guys really look good. The whites are really white, the reds are really red. So this is one thing that I really do consider getting. And just right opposite it, something catches my eye, which is this really funny looking catfish. I have no idea what it is. So freshwater guys, if you know what is this, please do leave in the comment section down below to enlighten me. What is this funny looking fish? It's huge though. The video cannot justify how big this is, but it's huge. And just right beside it, right, it's like just all the different types of really large. I wouldn't say they're monster fish. These guys are like the large science fish. Everything here is at least 1 feet to 1.5 to even 2 feet long. These guys are huge, and they're a very huge tank here. They have this is like the short body ampura. I can't really pronounce them, but yeah, these guys are huge. It's $688 for a cup. Okay, don't get me wrong, these guys are too expensive. I do agree they're expensive. Short body, even more expensive. The one on the left, really short body. The other two on the right, they looks like a normal one to me. I think I'm right, but then I have really no idea as well. Maybe they do get longer, but it's huge though. These guys are at least reaching 2 feet in length, so they're not really small fish for that price. So $688 for a cup. I don't know. This is not something I would pay that for a coral, but not for a cup. So I'm not going to comment much about this. I believe everybody have their likings here and there, so I'm just going to move on. Goldfish, as you guys know, I'm never really a fan of goldfish, so I'm just going to just zoom through, and then I'll bring you to the front area instead. So the front area, right, there is like, it's huge though. Nanyang don't just only have like a huge area of their livestock, but they actually have like a huge section of their dry goods as well. Lights, just look at the lights. There's like so many different varieties of lights. Walking through, there's like huge section of all different types of filtration from any different science that you need or you require. It's just there. Air pumps, filtrations. It's just so many things to look at though. Even for food, there is like a whole roll of food that just stretches all the way to the back. I've never expected fish food to have such a huge variety until I actually come over here. Yeah, you can see how long it takes for me to walk down this whole aisle. Different types of food. There's like plant stuff, plant tools, equipments, cutting tools, filter bags. There's just so many things to see that I don't think I actually finished walking this whole area here. And just right behind this, right, there's like another extended area of like more schooling fishes that is readily for sale. Yeah, so I believe I end this video with this 5 shrimps that I've gotten from Nanyang. Like I mentioned earlier, I do really like their crystal red shrimp, so I ended up went home with 5 of them. If I'm not wrong, they are going for 5 for $30, $35. I cannot really remember, so yeah, don't get me wrong if I got the price wrongly. Yeah, so this is the end for this Nanyang LFS tour video. So if you guys like all the videos that we put up for you guys, please hit that subscribe button down below, like, share it out, and I will see you guys soon next week.